Welcome to this week's G.I. Joe tour review, where we'll be looking at the Armadillo driver, Steeler, who ironically does not look like his vintage version, but later on that later. But first we're going to do our shout-outs of the week, starting with Healing Grace Counseling Services at 133 West Boscawen Street here in Winchester, Virginia, headed by Robert C. Brown. So if you need any kind of counseling, marital, premarital, or just your run-of-the-mill counseling, go and hit him up. He's a good guy, good listening to. Good guy to listen to. And after you leave there, you go to 80 Weems Lane here in Winchester, Virginia, to Four Color Fantasies. And go and check them out for all your comic book needs with new titles, back issues, role-playing, collector supplies, gaming cards, it's more of the like. I got a bunch of my G.I. Joe comics from there, so they're a good store to go look at. And then if you're into collectibles and toys and whatnot, you can go see Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles. I did a walkthrough video a while back, so you can see somewhat of what they got. So go ahead and check them out. And then if you leave there, you can go to Four Colors or Back to the Media at 41 South Loudon Street and go and check them out and see all the video games needs they got. As you can tell by the picture, they do specialize in video games. So go ahead and check them out. Sorry about that, but we're on to Steeler. We're going to go starting with his file card, which came in as he was in the Armadillo Serpentis Air Chariot. So you can see there's a black card on the back. And it says Tape Driver, codename Ralph Steeler Pulowski. Sorry about that, y'all. Kitty cats are getting on my case. But Tank Commander, codename Ralph Steeler Pulowski. His file name is Pulowski Ralph W. Primary military specialty is armorer. Secondary military specialty is artillery transportation. Birthplace is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and his grade is a 01. And there's a good picture of Steeler with his G.I. Joe logo. And it says Ralph Steeler Pulowski comes from a blue-collar, middle-class background. He put himself through college on a ROTC scholarship, and by working as a heavy equipment operator. He entered armorer school at Fort Knox, graduating at the top of his class. One of the first to join the G.I. Joe team, he has taken part in countless operations against the Cobra organization. He drives one of the G.I. Joe team's Armadillo tanks, pushing the vehicle to its limits as he tears his way through an onslaught of Cobra tanks with turbojet engines firing hot and cannons blasting. I'll be right back, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. Man came by. So let's go look at the quote that's at the bottom of this. It says, "What some people call reckless is me just making absolutely sure the other guy knows exactly where he stands. You lose, Cobra." It's a pretty unique file card for Steeler. So let's take a look at his accessories. G.I. Joe figure stand, upraised G.I. Joe logo, codename Steeler on the front. He also comes with a little black knife that goes in the sleeve on the side, as well as a pistol that goes to the pistol holster on his boot. He also comes with this shotgun, nice looking shotgun, and his helmet, which is different from the original Steeler look because he had the little visor right there on the front of it, but this one doesn't have it. But let's take a look at Steeler. Doesn't look anything like the original vintage Steeler, but it still works. With his Caucasian skin tone on his arms, face, ears, brown hair. He's got a black web gear, pure plain green uniform, brown boots. Very military looking, which is how Army figures are supposed to look. But let's take a look at his articulation. Head can rotate the full 360. He's got some wiggly waggly up and down, wiggly waggly all over the place. His arm can lift to there. Good long range of motion for that one at the shoulder joint, as well as the full 360. Good elbow joint. and rotation at the bicep and the elbow. And he's got his basic hand swivel. Yay! And the cool thing about the web gear, it does not hinder the ab crunch at all. And the web gear is removable. And she was arrested again, and in 2013 she. But his legs can. Well, I'm not sure how the camera picked up the ab movement. But he's got his legs split that far. Leg can lift that high. He's got his double knee joint. As far as I know, nothing else major has happened with Anna. I think she's just kind of laying low. But in that community, she's still known as the chili finger lady. And that's the story of the have a double knee joint. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see more lawsuit videos. And his ankle can pivot perfectly, as well as a good swivel on the ankle. This has a lot better articulation than last week's video did. So sorry about that one, y'all. I had to review him. That's Snake Eyes, but I had to do it. But let's take a look at Steeler all set up in his battle gear. So here's Steeler all geared up, in his battle gear, ready for battle. I think he's a cool looking figure. Now Steeler, I think he gets his name from the Pittsburgh Steelers, being that he's from Pittsburgh, so he support for his home football team. But that's cool. So my buddy Greg would like this video because of the dude's name, because he's a Steelers fan. So, but he makes his first appearance in the animated cartoon, the Mass Device, the 5-part miniseries, in part 4, I believe, 3 or 4. He makes his first comic book appearance in issue number 1. But he has his own defining moment where him and Clutch and Breaker stay to fight Cobra in an alternate universe in their Worlds Collide video. Where they go get to another parallel universe where Cobra actually won the war. So go ahead and check those cartoons out. I'll be doing a review on that one later. But this has been Steeler, so tune in next week as we do somebody from Season 2 of G.I. Joe. Sci-Fi. So tune in to see that next week. This has been Steeler. So as for here in Cobra Island, now you know, and knowing is head to battle. See you in the next one.